Hello friends, in this video we'll be discussing type number 4, that is isoperimetric problems, problem number 2. Welcome back friends. Let us start with the next problem, problem number 2. Here also a function is given that extremal values we need to find it out, and here also a constraint is given. So objective function with constraint, that means the problem belongs to isoperimetric problem, or you can say Lagrange's function. This problem is also asked in the exam in this way. Find the shape of absolutely flexible, inextensible, homogeneous and heavy rope of given length L suspended at points A and B. So first of all friends, if the problem is asked in this way, then you need to remember this equation. If you don't remember this equation and the problem is asked this way, obviously you know the solution but you can't simplify it. So you need to remember this particular problem. If the question is given in this particular format, then also you need to remember the equation. So let us start. Here x1 to x2 f dx is given as x1 to x2 1 plus y dash square into dx, and x1 to x2 the constraint g dx equal to k is x1 to x2 root of 1 plus y dash square into dx equal to n. So first of all we'll form Lagrange's function. And what is the Lagrange's function? x1 to x2 h dx. So that will be equal to x1 to x2 f plus lambda g into dx. So that will be equal to x1 to x2 f. See here, f is this. So that is y root of 1 plus y dash square plus lambda times g. G is this constraint. 1 plus y dash square, obviously in a square root, into dx. So this is the required functional whose extremal values is to be finding out. First of all friends, please don't ignore while solving the problem. I'm sure you can solve this particular problem, but generally what I observe is if you get question like this, you will not remember this. If you won't remember this particular equations or basically this particular condition, then you cannot go ahead. So please, whenever you solving this particular problem, first of all remember this equation, then only proceed, because this problem is asked number of times by this particular question. So you need to remember the equation. Let us move on. See here, this is h is independent. H is independent of x. What does this mean? Dou h upon dou x equal to 0. Therefore, by Euler's equation, there is a special case, and according to that Euler equation, what is the formula? H minus y dash dou h upon dou y dash equal to c. Let us put the value of h. H is basically y root of 1 plus y dash square plus lambda times g. G is root of 1 plus y dash square. So this entire is your h minus y dash dou upon dou y dash of h. So this h is actually entire this equation. So that is y root of 1 plus y dash square plus lambda times root of 1 plus y dash square equal to c. What next? Let us move on. This term will remain as it is, root of 1 plus y dash square minus lambda root of 1 plus y dash square. This will remain as it is. Let us find it out derivative. Now with respect to y dash, here it is y, so that is a constant, into we need to find derivative of this particular term with respect to y dash. So it will be chain rule. So that will become root of fx. So what is that? 1 upon 2 root of fx into derivative of fx, chain rule. So 1 plus y dash square derivative with respect to y dash. One derivative is 0 and y dash square derivative is a 2y dash, plus here lambda is constant, again the same funda, root of fy, that is 1 upon 2 root of 1 plus y dash square into y dash square derivative is a 2y dash equal to c. Therefore it will be, I'm keeping this term as it is. Now in this two term, this is your LCM. See here, this term is a common term in the denominator. Therefore, I am going to take it as a LCM. In the numerator, this is y into y dash. See here, y into y dash, and this is a lambda y dash. So plus lambda y dash equal to c. What next? See here, now you can take this term as an LCM. So if you take this term as an LCM, so this will be root of 1 plus y dash square is LCM, cross multiply. So this term will be multiplied with this term, LCM of all the three terms I am taking. So here it is in the denominator 1, here also it is 1. So this term will be multiplied to this term. So therefore it will be y, and this into this square root will be gone and will be left with 1 plus y dash square. Next, minus lambda. Again, this into this square root will be gone, will get 1 plus y dash square. What next? If we open this term, this will be y dash square into y. See here, this y into this y dash square minus, because outside it is minus, so both the terms will be minus. So that is lambda into y dash square is equal to c. Now let's open the brackets. So this is y plus y into y dash square minus lambda y dash square. This is actually plus. This is actually plus, because this entire term is h, and see here, this is your h and this is your plus. So by mistakenly we took it as a minus, but obviously this is plus. So this is actually plus. So if you open, this will be plus lambda and this will be plus lambda y dash square minus y dash square y minus lambda y dash square equal to c, and in the denominator we'll get a root of 1 plus y dash square. See here, this term will be cancelled, this term will be cancelled, and will be left with, see here, y plus lambda. In the numerator will be left with y plus lambda, and in the denominator, see here, in the numerator only y and lambda, in the denominator will be left with the root of 1 plus y dash square equal to c. Our aim is very clear. I want y dash on left hand side. So let's take square to adjust. So in the numerator it will be y plus lambda square upon, in the denominator square root will be gone. What next? 1 plus y dash square cross multiply. So that will go up and c square will go down. So that is y plus lambda the whole square upon c square. Therefore y dash square will be, this one will go to the right hand side. So that will become y plus lambda the whole square upon c square minus 1. Therefore y dash will be square root of this term. If I take the LCM, in the denominator it will be c square, and this c square will be cross multiplied. So y plus lambda the whole square minus c square. This is your y dash, and we know what is y dash. Y dash means dy by dx. So in short, dy by dx equal to this particular term, that is y plus lambda square minus c square upon c square. What next? Obviously if we want y, then it has to be variable separable, because on right hand side we have function in y also there, only x, then we need to integrate. Here there is y also, therefore it will be variable separable. So dy upon this term I am taking in the denominator. So that is y plus lambda the whole square minus c square equal to this dx will go to that side, dx, and c, this 1 upon c square I'm keeping this side only, and this is obviously 1 upon root of 1 upon c square, so this will be 1 upon c. Integrate. If I'll integrate here on left hand side, I'll integrate with respect to y. On right hand side, I'll integrate with respect to x. Now, no other option. You need to remember this integration formula. This problem is very important. Now, this is a direct formula. You need to remember no other option. Root of x square minus a square. So that is cos hyperbolic inverse of x by a. So you need to remember this formula, no other option. On right hand side, 1 upon c is constant and we have dx. So 1 upon c constant and dx means its integration is x. So that is x by c plus c1. I want y equal to, so cos hyperbolic inverse will go to that side. So y plus lambda upon c, cos hyperbolic inverse will go to that side and will become cos hyperbolic x by c plus c1. Therefore, y will be equal to, c will go to that side, c cos h x by c plus c1, and this is plus lambda will go to that side and will become minus lambda. So that's it. The only thing in this particular problem is calculation. So please do it carefully and you can manage this example easily. Hope you understood. We're done with it. Thank you.